Hi everybody, my name is Manda, and I'm gonna swatch some inks for you. Sorry, I keep messing with my tripod here. Yeah, so my name is Manda, and I like to play with pens and ink, and I have a bunch of ink samples that I wanted to swatch. Actually, what I really wanted to do was swatch my ink journal ink flight, because all the people I used to watch that did them don't do them anymore because they've paused or canceled their ink flight for now, which is fine. Like, that's totally fine. But I loved watching those videos, so I figure if I loved watching those videos, somebody else probably loved watching those videos. And so I wanted to kind of help out the pen community in a way. My ink flight did arrive today, but I get my ink flights and pen mail sent to work because I'm usually working on Mondays. It's an unexpected day off for reasons. So yeah, so I'm just gonna play with some fun pens and ink. And I have a bunch of samples that I got from Vanness pens and a bunch of samples that I got from Goulet. And I have a couple bottles of ink and last month's ink flight. And so we'll see how far we get. One of the things that I'm going to do is I have one of these Moonman mini glass nib pens that I like to kind of write. Sorry if you hear that noise in my background, it's my cat. They're not used to me being out here and being active and talking to myself, so they're kind of having a cow. So yeah, it's one of these Moonman glass nib pens. I bought it on eBay last year sometime. Yeah, and this is like the pink and purple and red version, and it's really pretty, and I like it. I had a more traditional like glass nib pen that I got from something else, but I chipped the end of it, and it didn't really write well anymore, so I got this one, and there we go. And then I'm going to paint swatches onto the ink cards with, I have a couple paint brushes. Excuse my hand. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start with, what do I want to start with? I'm gonna go ahead and start with, so the reason I went to Vanness pens is because they have ink samples of the Ferris Wheel Press inks. They just came out, well, not just, but very recently they came out with 6 more new colors, and I had participated in the Kickstarter for their original launch and got all the first 3 colors, Candy Marsala, Tanzanite Sky, and Blue Velvet Grass, and I love those inks so much, but the inks are kind of spendy, and I was in a position to buy them the last time, and I'm not really in a position to buy full bottles this time, so I figured I would check out the ink samples. So I have 5 of the 6, Pearl, that's my cat. I have 5 of the 6 colors. I have Ferris Wheel Press Buttered Popcorn. I hope you can see that. I don't know what this looks like. Buttered Popcorn, it's a yellow color. Yellow is not my favorite, but I wanted to try it. And then we have Ferris Wheel Press Peppermint Drop, which is a pretty green. The label's teal, but I think it's more of a green. And then Ferris Wheel Press Jelly Bean Blue. I like blue ink, so I'm hoping that I like this one. And I'm recording on my phone, so I can't really see what you see, so I'm hoping that this is not terrible. And then we have Ferris Wheel Press Pumpkin Patch, which is a yellow, or not a yellow, an orange. And then what I am assuming will be my personal favorite is Vanness Pens Ferris Wheel Grape Ice Pop. Purple is my favorite color. If a purple ink exists, I probably have a sample of it or a bottle of it because I love purple. And then I also got a couple other inky inks. After watching Creepy Nibs a few weeks ago, he had Robert Oster Schwartz Rose Shimmer, and so it's black, and it has, I've already shook it up so you can't see it, but it has pink shimmer in it. And I literally went and bought an ink sample of it. And then another one is Robert Oster Australian Opal Gray. Opal is my birthstone, and so I've decided that I'm gonna work on getting some of the opal colors. I think I have opal pink, and there's a few other opal colors. And then I also have Robert Oster Go-Go, which I think is a shimmer. It's like a bluey purple shimmer, I think. But maybe not. Maybe it's sheen. I don't know. We'll find out. And then Robert Oster Tokyo Blue Denim. This was, I believe, an exclusive for the Tokyo Pen Shop. Vanness Pens, like, gets all the exclusives. Like, if you don't get to go to a pen show and you want the exclusive color that Robert Oster does, go visit them. And then also TWSBI Blue Black, which I think I ordered, one of the Goulet samples I ordered is the TWSBI inks. So yeah, so we'll see. So that's what I have for now. And then I also ordered one of their sampler packs where they send you 5 random samples. Pearl. I don't know what she's doing. She's scratching on the cabinet. Let's see. There you go. She's actually using the letterbox, and we say that she's washing her hands when she does that. But so I'm gonna start out with Ferris Wheel Buttered Popcorn because that's the one I had closest to me. So what I like to do is I like to write on the card what the color, what the brand and the color is. And then I do a little scribble, and then I also kind of indicate where I got the sample from. So if I want to get more, if I want to get a full bottle, then I can. So, and another thing about me is I'm left-handed, which I think people find interesting. Let's see, am I in frame? I can't really see. So, yeah, some people think that's pretty cool. Also, I have really pretty natural lighting, but it's all backlit, so I had to pull out this little, like, fake, like, little alt light thing. It's not even an alt light, it's like a fake one. But, yeah, so apologize. This is my first video, so. I don't like yellows, but this looks nice. And then I do a little scribble up here. And then I got out Vanness pens, so VP. I need to move my water. I have 2 little paint brushes, but this one is my favorite because it will lay down the largest swab of ink and it won't like dry out real fast. The other one is kind of short. It dries out real fast, and this one seems to hold the ink a little better. It also cleans out a little nicer, so I hope you can see this. So I just go like that. And then, I guess I didn't get enough or I took too much off, but pearl. I like to go across a few times and then I go straight down because it seems to keep the card from curling as much. And this was like a really, I don't know if this ink is just really dry or if I just have a really dry swatch, but maybe I let the brush dry out too much. But there you go. Hopefully this looks kind of accurate. And then, oh, another thing. Oh, I know, buddy, I know. Wow. Yeah. I think this is, yeah, this is 2 cards. So, oops, let me close that back up. And then I'm gonna do pumpkin patch. What do you want, buddy? Yeah? Are you saying hi to all your pen friends? Yeah, I know. Patches is my kitty cat who likes pens, by the way. Mom? These are kind of dry ink, so maybe that's it. paint our little I swear to God, they haven't made any noise until I turn this camera on. Oops. Alright, next up we have Ferris Wheel Press Peppermint Drop. Mr. P. Ooh, this is like a big, thick, like saturated ink. I don't know if you saw that at all. It's like really saturated. Okay, so all the swatches I ever saw looked green, but this looks teal. So I like this. I like the darker, more saturated colors. Peppermint drop. That's a really wet one. Look at that. Maybe the yellow and orange are just drier, or maybe I just didn't get enough on the thing. And for this one, this is a darker one, so I'm gonna take, and this is my other brush that I use. It's like a little shorter, and I tend to use this on my dark colors for whatever reason. I don't know why, that's just what I started doing, so. Oh, that's really pretty. I guess it is kind of more of a teal. Yeah, that's definitely more teal than green. I don't know why I thought it was green. I thought it was going to be close to Robert Oster River of Fire. I feel like this is going to be a sheeny one. But, yep. What's that? Oh shoot, I forgot to do my... I'm gonna do Jelly Bean Blue next. So, what is your favorite way of swatching inks? Do you have a favorite way? Do you even swatch inks? I love these coloring cards. Coloring cards. I think they're so fun. I have too much ink, and I can tell you that I have too much ink because I filled like 3 of them. I recently went through all my ink samples and like cleaned out duplicates and emptied vials, kind of like Chris Signs. I think that's how you say her last name. How she did it last summer. She kind of went through like a whole thing where she went through all her ink and oh, this is a nice blue. And like kind of like downsized and combined inks and did all that stuff. I feel like she's still kind of working on it. Or at least like keeping track of her own stuff. Yeah, so I kind of started doing that. And yeah, I started logging them into an Excel spreadsheet, and then I got just overwhelmed by all of that and stopped doing it. But I would like to have some sort of catalog of what I all have, even just ink samples, because like I think it's useful. So I just have to go ahead and start typing that up, but it's kind of overwhelming because I have, like I said, I have like 300 ink samples. I didn't buy them all at once, but shortly after I started playing with pens, Goulet did like an ink sample palooza, and they did it for like a month or 2. And I just like, if I wanted it, I got it. Like before Ariana Grande made it cool. I mean, before she sang about it anyway. I think, you know, people buying what they wanted has always been, well, I don't know if it's always been cool, but like, you know, anyway, that's a discussion for a different day. But anyway, so yeah, so I would just like, if I wanted an ink, to try an ink, I'd just be like, oh, I'm gonna go get a sample, and I'd order like a ton of samples, or like samples that people talked about all the time, or oh, I wonder what this is, or oh, da da da. So yeah, so I just like bought a ton of samples, and then like inks would come out with new sets, like that Manda Sweet Life and stuff like that, or like I'm doing here with Ferris Wheel Press. Ooh, there's already sheen on that blue. Sorry, I kicked the thing. Sorry, my lighting is terrible. Hi, buddy. Can I move this? Say hi to Patches. Say hi, Patchy Patches. Let's hope I didn't like screw this all up. Could you imagine? Okay, I think that's better. Oh my god, this is gonna be such a hot mess. I hope it turns out okay. So yeah, so I sound like I'm 5 and I realize that. I also giggle a lot. I guess it's kind of a nervous tick. I don't know if it's a nervous tick. I used to do a knitting podcast back in the day, like a long time ago. And yeah, I went to like a meetup, a retreat actually, one time. And everybody was like, oh my god, you're the girl with the giggle. So my giggle was slightly famous for at least a couple of years. Yeah. But, yeah. So this is the one I'm most excited about of this bunch. This is the Ferris Wheel Press Grape Ice Pop. I'm gonna love this. I already know I'm gonna love this. I should have just bought the bottle of this because I'm gonna want it. I already know it. I don't need another purple ink though. Let's see, Casey. I love this so much. Oh god, please don't break. Okay, here we go. I love this. I love this so much. Sorry, I'm whispering. Did I just turn it into an ASMR video? Yeah. Ooh, I don't know what it's doing down there, but that looks really nice. Get my little inky bit. I should have put it next to the blue like I had been doing. This is not a good one. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. This is kind of dry too. Like it looks like it's going to be kind of interesting though. Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay, close this up before I regret it. And actually, the whole reason I went to Vanness Pens is to get this bottle of Sydney Lavender. Can you see it? From Robert Oster. Oster like toaster? I don't know. I think I always say Robert Oster, but I think somebody said it's Robert Oster. But I love this purple, and actually, this is the one I want to do next. Because it's my video and I can do what I want. This one I actually thought I had. God, it's so pretty. I thought I had some. I thought I had this already, and I did not, so. It's complex, and I don't think it's going to show up on this paper real well. And if it's a bottle ink, I put a bead. Even though I always keep a separate coloring for my bottled inks, just in case it ever gets separated or I take it out for any reason. This doesn't look as pretty as it does in real life. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, it's so pretty. This is like a cooler version of the Ice Pop. It's purple, but you see what it's doing right there? It's doing that like, oh god, it's so pretty. It's kind of doing like, it's like blue. It's pink. It's got like everything in it. I love it. I love it so much. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's off camera. But yeah, this lighting sucks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to figure out a better lighting situation. But I don't know. Can you see it? Is it too dark? It's too dark. Next up is unrelated, but I just had, it's another bottle of ink, and I have it all right here. This I actually have a pen inked up with it. This is a Pilot Custom 823, and it came with a bottle of Pilot Blue. Which is, you know, whatever. Serviceable blue. A little boring, but that's fine. Pretty. Like, yeah, it's nothing to write home about. It's just blue. It does have a little, I don't think you can see it, but it does have a little bit of sheen kind of in the Pilot right there. It's very, very subtle and very, very minimal, and I don't think sheen is like a big major characteristic of this ink. But yeah, the video is gonna be so long, I'm sorry. Okay, next up, more blue. Gonna do the Robert Oster Tokyo Blue Denim. This looks like a real interesting ink, I'm not gonna lie. Too much, but that's okay. Tokyo Blue. I have no idea what to talk about. What other things do I like to do? I like to read, and I knit. I mentioned before that I did a knitting podcast, like back before podcasts were cool and like a business, and it was like, there were a couple like professional podcast things, but it was mostly just like people talking about their love of their hobbies, not to like make a job of it, just for fun. I used to listen to this knitting podcast called Cast On, and it was hosted by this woman, Brenda Dane, and she lived in Wales. I think she still lives in Wales. I don't really know. But yeah, so she once said, you know, anybody can do this. Like, I think she was getting like criticism about things, or why didn't she talk about this, or what about that, and blah, 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 blah. And she's like, well, if you want to hear about those things, then you should talk about them. So I did, and it was fun. And yeah, it was like shortly after I moved out on my own for the first time, and I lived by myself, and I had just started knitting. I mean, not just started knitting, I'd been knitting for a little bit. But I didn't like, I had a knitting group, but I didn't have like a ton of people to talk about, and it was just like something to do. I lived, I took the bus everywhere, so if I didn't have a car, so if I had a day off, I didn't go anywhere, because I didn't want to, you know, it had to be like a big deal for me to go somewhere. I'm gonna get these messed up. Well, we can compare them. No, I'm gonna know. So I just like stayed at home and watched Netflix back in the days when it was DVDs only, no streaming, like before streaming. That's how old I am. So yeah, so I just like sat at home and knitted and talked to myself about knitting, and it was fun. So now I'm doing the same thing, but with pens. What should we do next? Robert Oster Go-Go. I think this is, yeah, I don't know what this is. I feel like I saw it with shimmery, but maybe it's sheeny, I don't remember. The only reason I'm doing that is if I get, like, I don't want it to get contaminated, so I kind of try to keep light colors by light colors. So that's pretty purple in the vial. It looks like it's going to be real vibrant. I hope you can see that. I can't really see my camera from where it is. It's my phone, and I have it on a tripod. I think I kicked it earlier and never moved it back though, so okay. Okay, this looks like lavenderier. Is that even a word? More lavendery than Mont Blanc Psychedelic Purple, which I have and I love. So this looks like a, yeah. Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, this is crazy. I can't even see what you're saying because of the angle. This is crazy. This is like practically neon. If like neon purple ink was a thing, that's what this would be. Ooh, I almost did it. I almost dumped this. I need a little more. Kind of what they look like. That's the denim blue and that's the blue jelly bean. Oh god, I hope you can see that. That's fun. That's real fun. Okay, what else? I'll save that one. Another blue, TWSBI Blue Black, which I already have a sample of, so I'm not going to make 2 cards because I think one of the Goulet swatches samples I got was, yeah. So I hope I like this ink because I have a lot of it. Oops, can you see that? I have Goulet. I'm going to swatch the Vanness sample. They're a little bigger. So yeah. So hopefully I like this, or maybe I'll share. I do typically like blue blacks better than blues. despite the ink sample proportions you see here. And blacks I don't use a whole ton of, but every once in a while. Kind of looks like a dark blue. So anyway, yeah. So what else? I'm left-handed, as you can see. I have two cats that are currently getting into everything. You've met Patches. He's a sweet boy. And then Pearl is the one that gets in everything, and she's... If I were a cat, I'd be her, I think, because she's just so sassy. You can't tell that I'm sassy from this video, probably, but I'm sassy. I'm very sarcastic. I have a very sarcastic sense of humor, and that gets me into trouble sometimes, but... Pearl, stop growling. They're fine. They do this thing. They're litter mates to my kittens. Well, they're not kittens. They're like 6 years old, but they do this thing where they love to hang out with each other, and then all of a sudden Pearl just decides she had enough, or if she's really super jealous, then she will start growling at them, and then they fight, and then they're best friends. This ink is really dry. I like it when it goes down. Like, that's nice. Like a dusty... Oh, shoot. I always do that. I need to do my sticker. Creepy Nibs, I do this even when I'm not sitting on camera. I always forget. Like, when I did the whole, like, pile of 300 samples, I totally forgot. All the time. But, oh, that's not bad. I think I have blue and black in the order I got from Goulet, so we can compare them. I mean, the lighting will suck, but we can compare them. And then, yeah, what else? Okay, so the last ones that I have before I get into the random samples are Australia Opal Gray and then the Rose Schwartz Shimmer. So I'm going to do the Opal Gray first because it makes sense that I would do that before I need to clean Shimmer out. Actually, maybe I should just save that one for the very, very last. But, yeah. So, can you see? Do they spell it E-Y or A-Y? E-Y. This is pretty. Yeah, this is really pretty. It's kind of light, but I have a feeling it's like just light in this pen writing. It might be a little darker in the swatch. We'll see. Let's find out. Yes, buddy? I talked to my cats, as you can see. Or maybe I edited it out. I don't know. They're usually sleeping right about now. I think they don't know what's going on because I'm wandering around doing things. I know, that's right. Mr. Patches. Mr. Patches! And that's my kitty cat voice. Which sounds even more high-pitched than my normal 5-year-old voice, but it's cool. Yeah, when I was doing that knitting podcast, ooh, that's pretty. When I was doing my knitting podcast, I actually had somebody leave a review and give me a 1-star iTunes review because, oh my God, how old is this person? All they do is giggle and they sound like a 12-year-old, which I thought was very nice. I'll take the age upgrade. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. Oh, it's got like, I don't know if you can see it. It's got kind of like pinky-ish bits in it, purple. Ooh, this is real pretty. Ooh, yeah, I need a bottle of this. Maybe I just use my sample first. I don't just go buy a bottle, I just use my sample first. This is a generous sample, so. Okay. I'm gonna save the shimmer one for last because I feel like that is, oh, but I have shimmers here too. Okay, so maybe I'll do the shimmers together. I have 2 shimmers because my, yes, I know. This is my, not Bunga box. This is my Vanness pens, like 5 ink sample bundles. So I got Krishna Mellow Blue, which looking in this vial doesn't look mellow at all. God, can you see this? You can't see this. So this is Krishna Mellow Blue. I've never used that one before. Colorverse Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which has been kind of on my wish list for a long time. But I never got any, so this was fun to get. And then Bungbox Soleil, which is hilarious because my pal Creepy Nibs got this in their like last sample thing, and I don't like yellow, but this one's pretty, so yay. And then Robert Oster Chartreuse Oster. I think I've said his name like 14 different ways in this video, and I'm sorry, but I love his inks. So Chartreuse, pretty. Not a color I usually go for, but you know, it's fun to have. And then Diamine Shimmer Tastic Mystique, which is like a, I think I've had this one before. I think it's like a, I don't know if you can see this. It's like a dark, like violet blue with like, I can't remember what color shimmer it is. Gold or like champagne or something. So yeah, so I think I'll hold the shimmers off till the very end because I don't remember if my my Goulet order does have shimmers. So I'll just do those all at the end. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do these first. So we'll start with, God, I hope you can see this. Chartreuse, because that's what I had in my hand. And let's get this. Mr. Pouches, what are you doing? I'm trying to like keep my hand out of the way so you can see what I'm doing, and I hope I'm doing a good job of it. Oh, I hope I spelled that right. Chartreuse. Well, according to what they have on their label, I did. This is fun, kind of like Alt Gold Grune, maybe, or I have Diamine Meadow, but I feel like that's more vibrant and spring-like. This is fun. This is so fun. If you hear that chomping, that's my cat's eating. Also, if you've been hearing water in the background, that's my cat's water fountain. I'm actually doing this at my dining room table, which we don't use as a dining room table, like at all. Like I actually had to clear it out because it's like I had to clear it off because it's a storage table, basically. So pretty. Do a little up here because I had to cut the color down. Pretty, pretty. Like a scummy green. If you're a knitter and you've used Socks That Rock, like Blue Moon Fiber Arts, it reminds me of their Pond Scum color. It's pretty. And if you're not a knitter, well, that's what it reminds me of. My friends have been cross-stitching. They've like, doing embroidery. It's real pretty. I like the shading on that. I don't know, can you see it? I hope you can see it. I keep moving it to the side because I get one small glimpse of my phone over to the side over here, so that's how I know that I can see it. But yeah. And so they've sucked me into doing a like mystery stitch along. So that's been fun. Bunga Soleil. I was actually really excited when I got this one because I don't think I like it enough that I'd buy a sample, but the fact that it just like happened to show up was pretty cool. That's real pretty. I wonder how that compares to, I have a bottle of Mont Blanc Golden Yellow. I should compare. This is a gold, it's like golden yellow. It's not like straight up like Crayola yellow. This is a really pretty color. Like, this is really pretty. I need to find an excuse to use some yellow ink right now. Oh, I should put this in my TWSBI. In my TWSBI lime green with a broad nib. Or I have a Sailor Fresco with the zoom. Oh, that's really pretty. A Sailor Fresco with the zoom nib. That would be, oh, that's so pretty. This is so pretty. This is so pretty, I can't even stand it. I put a little more. Okay, I'm not gonna, oh crap. I forgot to do my stickers. Okay, I haven't done stickers for like the last bunch of them, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that after I figure out what I have. We're just gonna keep moving on. That's so pretty. I love it so much. I don't even think it's coming out accurate. It's like golden yellow, not whatever it's looking like on camera, which is my phone, by the way. Phone cameras are not the best for color. Gonna do pink, pink, pink. This is Colorverse. I don't own any Colorverse aside from samples. Like, I like it, but actually I have my coworker. I have a friend at work who is a well, that's nice. It's 40. Girls just wanna. Pretty. I have a pen friend at work who I think she likes fountain pens, but I think she likes the buying of the ink and stuff more, and the buying of the pens more than actually using them, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. But she has a drawer in her file cabinet that is literally filled with ink. So we call it the ink library, and she has purchased a few Colorverse inks. So I have used some of hers. And then I brought some ink from home and put it in there. But one of the inks I put in there is Diamine Pumpkin, and I like using that in October for obvious reasons. And that's a pretty pink. It's like kind of bubblegum Barbie pink, sort of. Like it. I feel like I need to get this in the pen. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Man down, man down. I just spilled my water. Not like everywhere, but enough to make a mess. Let me move this. All right. Now my paper's wet, but it's cool. It's cool, it's cool. That's my washi tape guide, so I can kind of try to stay in frame. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. This is Krishna Mellow Blue, which again does not look mellow at all in the vial. Do Krishna inks know how to be mellow? That's what I want to know. I guess we'll find out. It's pretty. It still seems pretty vibrant. It kind of reminds me a little slight bit of Noodler's Bay State Blue. Hopefully it's not as crazy as Noodler's Bay State Blue. I actually bought a Preppy for the sole purpose of inking it up with Noodler's Bay State Blue, and I haven't done it yet, but I actually bought 3 preppies with the intention of inking them up with all 3. I have a purple one, a pink one, and a blue one. Maybe maybe they don't make a purple preppy. I can't remember if it's a purple. They do a pink. I think they don't have a purple, and I think I got a black one for that. Or maybe they used to do purple and they don't anymore. I don't remember. Actually, it kind of looks like that pilot blue a little bit. Well, that'll be fun to compare. Oh, that pilot blue has a little sheen on it. You can't see, but I can. Kind of like a ballpoint blue, sword blue. Oh God, I love this one. That's that opal gray. I don't even know if you can see it. It's so pretty. It reminds me of Earl Grey, but like a lighter version, kind of. Yeah. I've abandoned the stickers, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so next up, I am not gonna do TWSBI Blue Black because I already did that one. And then I have, what else do I have? I have Colorverse Glistening Hayabusa, so that's a shimmer. These are the ones that Colorverse released into the like smaller bottles, or like the single bottles. And then I have Colorverse Delicious Sleep, which is another purple. This one looks kind of like a dusty purple on the website. Under the Shade, which I think is looks like a gray. Rainy Day, which is like a blue, like a dusty blue, maybe a dusty tealish color. I don't know, it's pretty on the website. TWSBI Black. Diamine Mondabo's hat. Did I say that right? Yeah, Monbado's hat. Did they typo that or did I say it wrong? I don't know, but I bought 2 of these, I think. I feel like I only got 1 though. Maybe I only bought 1. Maybe I stopped myself and only bought 1. Either that or I didn't get one that I ordered, so that's okay. And that. This is a purple that I have a feeling is going to be kind of like Lamy Dark Lilac. That's the first thing I thought when I saw it. So I don't know if that's real or not. Then we have Colorverse Glistening, Colorverse Ham Glistening. Blue with like, that's a pretty shimmer. And then Colorverse Cat. If I was going to buy a color... Oh, God. You're not seeing any of these. I'm so sorry. Colorverse Cat. TWSBI Black. Mondabo's hat, which is a purple. Under the Sea, which is a gray. Delicious Sleep, which is a purple. Rainy Day, which is like a dusty blue. Ham. And then TWSBI Sapphire Blue. That definitely looks bluer than blue. Oh man, I'm so bummed. I'm gonna have to check my order on that Goulet pens because I swear that I bought 2 of Mondabo's hat. Monbado's hat. I swear it was Mondabo's. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. And I think I'm going to skip last month's ink flight because this is taking forever. And I have no idea. Am I still recording? I think I am. Under the Shade. I will save the ink flights for another day. This looks like it's like straight up pencil gray. Yeah, this looks straight up like a pencil. I don't know if it'll dry any differently, but that's cool. That's neat. Actually, it's kind of green. It's like a greenish gray. You can't see that. I'm sorry. I don't know if I can fix that at all, but yeah. This is my first video, so we'll see. Oh. I'm gonna write it like they have it on the label, but I think that's wrong. Either that or I've just been reading it wrong this entire time. Which is also possible, because, yeah. Ooh, it's dark and pretty. I still think dark lilac is a little warmer, but this was pretty nice. Pretty, pretty. It just looks dark to you, I think, but it's pretty. Cat is a glistening one. TWSBI Black. Let's see this one. I'm actually curious about TWSBI Black. I don't need another black because, like I said, I don't use blacks a whole lot. I have a bottle of Noodlers. Oh, look at that coat the thing. It doesn't coat the vial though, so maybe I just got a good dip. I have a bottle of Noodlers Black, which was the very first like major bottle of ink that I bought because that's what everybody said to get, and I like it. It's fine. But I recently had a sample of Platinum Carbon Black, and I used that in a TWSBI forever. It's like literally a year. I had an extra fine nib. I didn't use the pen all the time. Oh, this is a nice black. I kind of like this. I don't know how it compares to all the other blacks, but it's nice and wet. Maybe it's just because I like dumped it real good. I don't know. But it's wet, like it's not drying. You can see like the... Anyway, so I used a sample of Platinum Carbon Black and an extra fine TWSBI. I had it inked for like ever, and it cleaned up just fine. I ended up like I had like an extra soft bristle toothbrush from the dentist. Thanks dentist, because I use a like Sonicare toothbrush. So I keep those, I like save them and like donate them or whatever, and I was like, oh wait, I have a toothbrush. So I used that to kind of like clean the feet and the bristles. That's a nice black. But yeah, but it's nice because it's like waterproof. Not TWSBI, the Carbon Black is like waterproof and stuff. I don't know about the TWSBI Black, but it's a really nice black. Like it's going on real nicely. It is black. This is true. There's no false advertising here. It's kind of like a gray black. Right here it looks a little light. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. Not bad, TWSBI. Not bad. Let's try the blue now, just because. We just saw a blue jay. So yeah, so if there's anything you want to see, like I said, I do want to do the ink flight unboxings because those are my favorite inky videos. Maybe I'll do a currently inked kind of video, I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I do have a day job, and I don't really have like a good filming setup, as you can tell. The blue kind of sticks to this glass stem pretty well too, and it doesn't stick to the vial that much, like at all. Like it's a little at the top here, but for the most part, that's nice. Another serviceable blue, I'm going to guess. Can you see? Oh, yep. It looks like it's blue. Who knew I had so many like plain blues? Although they all look kind of different from my vantage point, my current vantage point. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, my favorite thing, I love swatching inks. I just love it. It's so much fun. I do it on my own, but I didn't even think about doing like YouTube stuff until all my favorite pen people stopped getting their ink flights. Which, you know, it happens. I've thought about doing it too, and then I'm like, no. I did stop it like a couple of years ago for like a year or so. Yeah, just a blue. I don't know if there's anything special. I don't know if it sheens. I don't know anything about it. I just wanted to try it. I didn't get the red because I don't use red inks a lot, and the reds that I really like the reds, and this one looked, from all the sample, here's my gross fingers. I also bite my nails, so my fingers look disgusting. Yeah, so I didn't get the red because the reds that I have, my favorite red is Robert Oster Red Candy, and I have a bottle of that on my wish list, but I don't have it yet. And I have the Nemesign red. I have that ink in red. I'm really sad I didn't get the purple on that one. I like waited, anyway, I don't know. I don't even know why I bought the purple. I think I didn't really care for, purple's my favorite color, but I'm picky about the purples that I like, and this one seemed like it was going to be too light and too kind of meh, and so I didn't get it, and now I regret it because you can't get their ink anymore. Yeah, so I have the red from them, which I really like, and then I have Sailor Ivory Red. I know I said that, I know I butchered the Japanese pronunciation, but I have that red. And then that's a nice red. But my favorite is the Red Candy. It's like darker and it's a little more bluey red. Yeah. And that's my favorite red. So I don't feel the need to get a red. I have plenty of samples of reds to get me through. So I just didn't feel the need to get that one, so I didn't. In my personal opinion, there are better reds out there, but, you know, I'm sure there's better blacks out there, there's better blues out there, there's better blue blacks out there, but, yeah, whatever. I wanted to try these, and I didn't want to try the red. That's literally it. And I had the red in my cart. I kept taking it out, so I just decided, no, you know what? I don't need to get it just for the sake of getting it, so maybe somebody will do a review on the red, and it will be fabulous, and I will want it, but until that happens, I'm going to pass. That's pretty. It's like, oh nice, my fingerprint, sweet. Or somebody's fingerprint, I don't know. This is a nice shader, you can tell. Really, did I get that many fingerprints over this? This must have been somebody else. Yeah, so I was looking for color rings because I ran out of mine, or I was getting low, and then I shipped off the one that I had because I sent a pretty giant care package to somebody, and yeah, so I sent what I had. Oh, I forgot to. I sent what I had, and then everybody seemed to be out of stock for the color rings. Like, I had ordered them, and then like it was out of stock, and then it was like, oh my god, everybody's out of stock. And then I found out Anderson Pens had them, so I ordered like a crap ton of them. But if I ever use up all these color rings that I just bought, like, I'm gonna have to stop buying pen things. This fingerprint cracks me up. I'm gonna go commit crimes with an ink swap, okay? Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. That's a real pretty color though. I don't need a bottle of it. I need to use the sample that I have and figure it out from there. So we just have a few left. We have this one, and then I have 5 shimmers to play with. This is Colorverse Delicious Sleep, and if the swatch online is to be believed, it's kind of a dusty purple, which I dig. But it's purple, and there aren't many purples that I really am like meh about, so there are some, but not many. Pretty much if I see a purple, I get it, at least a sample. Can you see? I hope you can see. I wish I had cursive, or like pretty handwriting, not even cursive. I was trying to say Colorverse and cursive at the same time. I wish I had pretty handwriting. A long time ago, it took me forever to change my G to that, and now I hate the way that I write my G's, and I need to change it, but I just haven't taken the time to like practice that. Yeah, so that's that. But this is so pretty, so pretty. Sorry, my water's getting gross, and so this brush is like taking longer to clean. I could change the water, but that would take too much time and effort, so I'm not. Ooh. Okay, that one I did touch, but it wasn't like that bad. Like, wow. Does this watercolor paper or whatever really take oh, wrong. Really take fingerprints that easily? Like, that can't just be me. I love it so much. Okay, now we get to play with some sparkles. I'm gonna do Colorverse Ham. I don't remember which these are like, these Colorverse inks are like the little tiny bottles that came with like the big bottles that were like the companion bottles, but I don't remember what colors they go with. And I don't care, I just like, oh, sweet. I really just wanted cat. And then I was like, oh, these are pretty. So how do you, oh, it's just Ham Colorverse. So we'll see. I don't think there's any in the writing. Maybe I need... The sample doesn't seem like there's much in it, but I don't remember. I don't think these are like high sparkle inks. My favorite ink. If you were an ink, it doesn't have to be a shimmer ink, but if you were an ink, what ink would you be? Mine would be Amethyst de Laurel, which I know that I'm definitely not saying that right. I have no accent to speak of. I'm from Wisconsin. I live in California. I grew up in Wisconsin, and I born in Wisconsin, grew up in Texas. So, yeah. Texas just mellowed out my Midwestern. So now I don't think, I mean, you can be the judge, you can tell me, but I don't think I have like a real accent anymore. When I go back home to Texas, I come back and yell a little more for a few days, but then I'm over it. Oh, I forgot to write my stuff up here, my scribble. And there we go. Another blue. I didn't realize that these sample packs were so blue heavy, even though I'm the one that ordered like all of them. I think only one of them was not one that I ordered. I mean, I ordered it, but it was not one that I chose. Okay, just a few more. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm gonna do cat, because I like cats, because cats are the best. They're sitting in their cat trays now. They don't like to be alone, my kitty cats. They like to be by people. So if I'm not home, they're in my bedroom. And if I am home or my roommate is home, they are in the living room with the roommate. But if I am home, they're in my room with me. They're wherever I am, basically. I am the one that provides the food, so I am the favorite. Oh, shoot. Okay. Actually, that's not true. Patches person is my roommate, whereas Pearl, my little devil girl, I am her person. And that's fine. But if Patches doesn't feel well, or if Patches wants food, or if Patches needs the litter box changed, or if Patches wants anything done that is not cuddles or snuggles, for the most part, then he comes to me. He's not a kitty cat that, aside from earlier, he doesn't like to just hear himself talk. So if he's meowing about something, like he really wants something. So this blue looks like all the other blues. I have no idea if we've caught any of the shimmer that's in here. Like I said, it's not like high shimmer, but there is shimmer. Oops. Get my brush all the way down in there and see what we get. I guess this is a double swatch. That's fine, whatever. Ooh, I got a dot of it right here. You can see there's some, okay, there is some. It's coming, cool. I was worried that it wouldn't show up, but it looks like it is. Sweet. I'm running out of space. One more Colorverse, and then we have a Diamine, and then we have that Robert Oster Schwartz Rose. Shake this up first. This is Hayabusa. This is one that I almost bought it. Just the bottle. Like just bought the bottle and called it a day. The only problem is they're so expensive, and even sometimes I've seen them on sale like at Goulet. Sometimes they do go on sale, but they're still so expensive. That always happens when I am not able to do it. Oops. All right, yay. It sounds like I will not have an unexpected day off tomorrow, judging by the things that are coming through on my phone. But yeah, but that's fine. That means I will get to go get my Icky flight and hopefully do another video. This is a pretty purple. I already see the shimmer on this one, so I did a good job mixing it up. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Alright guys, 2 more. If you have watched this whole video, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this craziness. This is Diamine Shimmer. It's like a gold shimmer, I think. Oh, I need to. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I was gonna make a cake today, but I did this instead. Not anything fancy, just a yellow cake mix that I found in the cupboard, but it's cool. Well, I could still make it. It's like, I don't know what time it is. Like 3 or something. This has been a fun way to while away the afternoon, so if you watched this far, thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry if it's so boring, or quiet, or whatever. It's been a while since I talked myself to a camera, so a lot of practice. But, ooh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I think what I want to do is when I'm done with these and they're kind of dry, take you over by the window and see if we can see natural light, how they look. I don't know if I can do that though, but we'll see. And last, but most certainly not least, because this is the one I am most excited about, is the Robert Oster Schwartz Rose Shimmer with pink. It's black ink with pink shimmer. Yee. And like I said, Creepy Nibs did a swatch of this one not that long ago, and I literally, like, that's when I went to go get this, and then the Ferris Wheel Press inks. And then I was bummed. Lady Rose is the only one that they didn't have available in a sample. Actually, I think the bottle was the bottle even sold out? I don't know. But I know that that's not going to be an ink that I'm going to, like, love, because I don't care. I prefer the more saturated bright colors as opposed to, like, the pale colors, but yeah, it's pretty and I want to at least try it. I say that I'm not going to like it, but I don't know that I'm not going to like it. It's an interesting enough ink, like in swatches and from what I've seen online and what I've seen people do in videos and all that stuff, that it looks interesting as hell, but I'm not quite certain. If I think it won't be one that I like, but it could surprise me. Like, it has a lot of, like, nice shading aspects to it, and I could see it going either way, but I have a feeling it won't be my favorite. But that's not going to stop me from trying it. It being out of stock will stop me from trying it, but that's it. This is like a thick black ink. I don't think I've ever used a black from Robert Oster before. I don't think I got any shimmer on that. Did I get any shimmer on that? What the heck? Okay. Can you see this? I hope you can see this. They put an E on it, I think. Schwartz. Okay. I don't know if that was a typo or if that's just what it's called, but there you go. And then I got this from Vanness print. And the last swatchy swatch of the day, because I am not going to do 7 more ink samples. I could sit here and do 7 more ink samples, but I am not going to. This already took a lot more time than I thought it was going to. Not that that's bad. I'm having fun, but... You're probably... Oh, that's pretty. You're probably tired of watching me. Okay, yep. I'm gonna need this in a bottle. I actually use Shimmer inks at work because I am a 13-year-old girl. I'm actually not a 13-year-old girl. I'm like a 400-year-old girl. That is pretty, and I'm gonna have to wait till it dries. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like rose gold. If you can see it in the little scribble at the top. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to stop this, and then I'm going to let this finish drying. I think everything's pretty much dry except for this one, so I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to come back and show you all the swatch cards. Okay. Hi, it's me again. I'm sure that the sound has changed, but I wanted to come outside and show you these in like daylight, especially these Shimmer inks. So I'm outside with my earbuds, so here is what Cat looks like. Cat is very shimmery and pretty, a little bit of sheen. This is Colorverse Rainy Day, which is really pretty. Like, that's going to be a nice shader. This is Diamine Mystique, which it's gold, but I think it's like gold. It's like, I think it's a multicolored shimmer. It's really pretty. Hayabusa with its shimmer. A little bit of green sheen on there. Colorverse Glistening Hand. I feel like it's a little like Emerald of Chivor, but without the red sheen. So if you don't like the red sheen of Emerald of Chivor, but you like that color, you might like this. On Jabo's hat. It's a really pretty purple. It's not as sheeny as Dark Lilac, but I think it's probably a real close color comparison. Delicious Sleep is kind of like I said, that dusty purple. Blue Denim has some red sheen and looks like it's going to be like nice shading. I didn't go over the spot again, I think, with color, so that's just like the lightest bit. Pilot Blue has kind of a haze of red sheen all over the swatch and in the darker bits. Ferris Wheel Press Buttered Popcorn. And I'm going to get Soleil. Here's Soleil. They're actually fairly similar colors. I feel like Soleil is maybe a little more saturated, and Buttered Popcorn maybe has a little more shading, but nice for yellows. Sorry, weird flex. Ferris Wheel Pumpkin Patch. I still like Diamine Pumpkin better, but this looks like it has some fun shading. Ferris Wheel Peppermint Drop. This looks teal when you put it down, but it's like, it looks green. Like it looks like, I guess it looks like a greeny teal instead of a bluey teal, and there is some red shimmer on it. I'm not shimmer, sheen. And then Ferris Wheel Press, Jelly Bean Blue, just a nice blue. I have a lot of these, as you can see, so I don't feel like I need to get that bottle aside from it being super pretty. And Great Ice Pop, which doesn't seem to have any sheen, but it looks like it, I don't even know if it was shade really well, but I like that color. It's a nice purple. Here's Krishna Mellow Blue. I guess it is mellow and blue, so they weren't wrong. Reminds me a little bit of Kaweco Blue. Oh, I love this one so much. Australian Opal Gray. This one's washing it out, but it's a real complex color. It's like pink and, yeah, where's the other gray one that I had? Yeah, under the shade. It's like a greeny gray. That's a nice one too. Girls Just Wanna. Standard Barbie Pink. Chartreuse Green. Also looks like a nice shader. Robert Oster Go-Go. Okay, this looks like purple, but it looks blue. I actually don't know what the heck color this is. It's like, yeah, purple maybe? It's not real windy, it's just a slight breeze. Okay, and then the TWSBI Ink. Here's TWSBI. TWSBI Black. Okay. Has like kind of like a gold sheen to it a little bit. Like it's very slight. It's like a haze. Not a sheen, but a haze. And I feel like the blue and the blue black are pretty similar. Blue black just looks like a darker version of blue to me. But yeah, not bad. Here's the individual. It's black. Blue black. Not really any sheen. And then blue. Kind of has a like slight red haze. I don't think you can see it, but slight, very slight red haze. And then my favorite is Robert Oster Sydney Lavender. And I hope you can see how complex that is. I hope I'm not like washing it out with the sun, but there's like pinks and blues and purple. It's so pretty, I love it. And then Robert Oster Schwartz Rose, which really does kind of remind me of rose. The black is kind of a greeny black in like the shady bits, and then the pink sparkle. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. Yep, that's a good one. Alright, thanks for watching! Yeah, buddy? This is Mr. Patches. I'm gonna throw this in there because I can. Hi, buddy! Did you say hi? You gonna say hi to all your new friends? Oh, no, we're not gonna do that though, buddy. Oh, that's a good stretch. Okay, let's go see Pearl. This is Miss Pearl. She wants nothing to do with anybody. Hi, Pearl. You wanna say hi? Did you say hi to all your new friends? All your new minions? Yeah? She does what she wants because she's Pearl. She's the girl.